All right, welcome and good morning to Nigerians and people who are watching us all over the nation. This is Cool TV on channel 196 on Star Times. And don't forget, channel 195 is a daughter station, and you can also tune in to even enjoy, the programming that we have set up there. But this is Cool TV. My name is Dipo Olayoku, and this is Crossfire. Welcome. It's a Monday morning, and I believe everyone is going about their regular businesses, as usual, the hustling and the bustling of getting to your office on Monday morning. And that is not, that's inclusive. I mean, everyone coming from the mainland to the island and all of that and stuff. But notwithstanding, I mean, it's good to have you back on Crossfire. And today we will definitely be taking you through a political journey, talking about our nation with concentration on government and governance, what is happening in our immediate society, and how we intend to get over the myriad of issues that is befalling our nation. And as we present, the change, platform that APC promised Nigerians. All right, I'm not alone in the studio. I have Ihekaire with me, and we'll be running the show together. Ishama, good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Good morning, and welcome back from your vacation. A lot of Nigerians missed you, and I missed you on the show. So
all right, good to be back. Good to be back, and a very big thank you to Benga Borough, standing in for about 2 days and ensuring that the show didn't fail. Thanks a lot, Benga. All right, we're not alone in the studio. We definitely will be running the show today with two great gentlemen. I mean, the antecedent have it that, they are really very conversant with the issues that are trending in Nigeria, especially in the political terrain. And so we have these two gentlemen joining us in the studio, and we definitely will be taking them on as we go on. Let's, welcome Mr. Dipo Olayoku to Crossfire. It's been here a couple of times. Thanks for inviting us.
Good morning, Isama.
Welcome back.
All right, good to have you back on the show. All right, we have another gentleman, with us who definitely will be running the show with us. And even though he's a first timer on Crossfire in Cool TV, but it's someone who has been around and is being known to be very good at what he does. Let's welcome Comrade Declan Ihekaire.
Good morning.
Good morning, Declan. Good to have you on Crossfire. You're welcome. And thanks, for driving through the heavy traffic, to make the show. We're beginning to really get used to it. All right. On Crossfire this morning, we have a couple of trending stories that we'll be taking you through, and we definitely will be coming back to our main topic today, and that will be addressing all the things, the elements, and the things that should be in place to ensure that we have a smooth resumption of the National Assembly, the House of Representatives, come tomorrow. And then we will be throwing more light on it as we go. All right, quickly, gentlemen, let's look at a couple of things, a couple of stories. Now, I'm picking on this particular story right now because of a couple of things that happened over the weekend. And don't forget that, maybe on a very lighter note, let me ask you, what fallout have you been able to reason out, from the president's trip to the U.S.? Olayoku.
Yeah, it's just one of those trips. It will not be the first Nigerian president to visit the U.S. It's like almost all Nigerian presidents have visited the U.S. I remember that when late President Umaru Yar'Adua met with the then president, I have forgotten the name of the man who was the American president. He said that was fulfilling his life ambition. That when he was very small, he was thinking or dreaming of the day he will enter the American White House, just to let you know how Nigerian leaders treasure it. But I think by and large, as events unfold, we will know what is going to be the fallout of the visit. Well, I think if you look at what happened in the past few months before the change of guard, Nigeria was almost becoming a pariah nation. Because Nigeria seems to have become an embarrassment to the world. And all of them were definitely concerned about what was going to happen to Nigeria. So when President Buhari emerged as the president, I think the world tried to extend the hand of fellowship to him and by extension to Nigeria, just like what happened when President Obasanjo took over. He was taking over from the military, and then the world seems to have turned their back on Nigeria. So it's like history repeating itself. Well, let's see what happens in the next few years.
All right, Declan.
Yeah, thank you. I want to disagree with my colleague here when he was saying that it's one of those, trip,
As far as it's concerned,
as far as it's concerned, that is only.
No, I didn't say it's a jamboree.
You say it's one of
It's just a jamboree.
like a marriage ritual. Let's on premises.
I didn't say it was a jamboree.
You see, apart from 1993 general election in this country, the 2015 general election that brought in Buhari happens to be another transparent election that every positive and right mind thinking human being should or who want to associate with. You see, I strongly believe that the American trip of President Muhammad Buhari is going to yield positive results to Nigerians. And you see, I watched closely. You see, on my phone yesterday, I was trying to go through the Facebook, and there was something that was posted there. When the erstwhile president, President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, visited America, I saw the sitting arrangement between him and Obama, and the body language. The distance was there. And I saw Buhari seated with Obama as if they wanted to kiss each other. I saw that closeness. I saw a man who has some sense of integrity, that's Obama, trying to associate with a man who comes with sense of integrity. That means integrity meeting integrity now, okay? So I see that rapport as something that was going to be positive, and something that's going to
we can even become, we can begin to look at the sitting arrangement and it's actually smelling good as a yardstick to the kind of...
Very well.
Permit me, Dapo, because we had a discussion this morning before coming on the show, and that was as regards the issue of Boko Haram. Now, if from all indications there, obviously, America will, based on their laws also, would not be selling ammunition to Nigeria. But yes, they will be giving us intelligence information and all of that. But that was sees it from a negative point of view that it's as good as America may not 100% be committed to fighting insurgency. But I believe they will. Do you have
before I take your response on that,
crucial.
Let's take this next story. Let's take this first story. Now, 15 people killed in fresh suicide bombing in Damaturu. Every time you hear something like this, it simply reminds you of the terror. The terror that Boko Haram has unleashed on Nigerians, killing civilians every day, men, women, children particularly. And we have a suicide bomber in a less than 10-year-old girl who actually, was used to perpetrate this particular last evil that was unleashed in the northeastern part of Nigeria, particularly in Damaturu this time around. Now, this has been a trend. It happens virtually every day of the week. Now, the president paid a visit to the United States, and the United States of America extended a hand of fellowship, saying that we will help you in the fight against terrorism in Nigeria, and we will scotch it together. Now, yesterday and day before yesterday, we have it really on paper that the president actually met with a U.S. representative on working out the modality of U.S. military intervention, and he was able to bring a very strong law saying the LEA law against military intervention in any country of the world, including Nigeria. It will protect America from intervening militarily in the affairs of fighting Boko Haram in Nigeria. And that is because of the past record that we have, especially as it was established in the XY regime in Nigeria. That's during Goodluck, And so we have a very clear court instance that is pointing to the fact that we will not be witnessing the military might of the United States of America being deployed to Nigeria to fight against the insurgency. And that's to tell you that, this relationship, okay, they start very close to each other. It's a sign of integrity, meeting integrity. The beauty of it, the joy of it, and all of that is not even translating to immediately fighting, Boko Haram in Nigeria.
See, Nigerian soldiers on ground are enough to fight Boko Haram when it comes to. But
the president identified the fact that they don't have.
When it comes to firepower, but what you have on ground now that is very, very deadly is the guerrilla aspect of it. where you can't even
pinpoint. You don't even know you are
who
fighting.
this person is or who that person is.
Yeah.
And that's where America's role will be very, very necessary. It might not be by giving us arms or by sending in their soldiers. It will definitely come in terms of technology, trying to bring in intelligence gathering and all those things. I see a situation where if we have a situation where we have CCTV cameras everywhere that could be powered without electricity, that could actually x-ray people and communicate that information to a particular source where there are intelligent officers there to actually understand who this person is, what's the mission.
Attached to a Google map, narrowing down to where that individual is coming from and where he's going.
That is kind of technology I expect from America now. For instance, the last time that at the checkpoints and a bomb was detonated, yes. I expected a situation that before that checkpoint, the police officers there would have been alerted that, okay, either through their phone or through a particular signal that a particular vehicle is coming towards your direction, then you watch out. But we don't have all this on ground. So I expect a situation where America will partner with us that way.
So all of that comes with intelligence?
Yes, intelligence and technology. We lack in those aspects. Right. The kind of soldiers we have are those that knows how to shoot at their enemy, shoot at target and all those things. And who do you shoot when you don't even know who is carrying or who is laced in
and I think that's why we have a very big record as to, having killed a lot of Nigerians in the war against terrorism in Nigeria.
I think so.
And I think that's
I think so.
I mean, what's your take before we go on break?
Yes, that is the hypocrisy of the American when you're talking of the U.S. America is accusing our military of human rights abuses. And because of this, I think they call it the Lear Act or something.
Yes.
And because of that, they will not be sending ammunition to us. But when America wants to use the rebels to overthrow a legitimate government, they will not be looking at that law. That's the hypocrisy of America for you. Now to the issue of the Nigerian army and where America can come in. America can only come in where their interests will be served the best. Don't forget that immediately after the Chibok girls' abduction, the whole world came to Nigeria. America, Britain, all of them, they came, they wanted to help us. But one after the other, they begin to leave. Nigerians didn't ask them what really happened. Because the problem the went of ground had convinced them that the Nigerian military considered that time couldn't have won that war.
Exactly.
And that's exactly the same thing that is happening today. Declan said that Nigeria has the military enough manpower. We don't. Go and look at Google the strength of the Nigerian army. It's very bad. I don't think we have an army of... Listen, I don't think we have an army
compared to the size of the army that Boko Haram has displayed over time, I mean, reliably said, they're not even up to 5,000.
They're not.
I mean, that's the information that is made available.
Nobody,
minus the children army.
That is the problem.
Minus the children that have been
They are combatants.
The problem we have is that the Nigerian army don't even know the strength of the Boko Haram guys. That is the number one flaw. Then two, you see, the war had gotten to a stage that intelligence, like you said, play a very important role. The other time, the CDS, the immediate past CDS, I think Bade or something, he came and said, I think it was in January or February, that by April, we were going to get rid of Boko Haram. The following week, those guys went to his village. The current chief of army staff came on here and said, very soon, the Boko Haram will become a thing of the past. A forward-thinking chief of staff should have suggested that these guys will go to his village. And these boys went there, carried out operation, and left. That's just to let you know where our deficiency lies.
All right.
As simple as it is.
All right. Thank you so very much. I mean, that's how far we can take on before we go on this short break. Let's go on this break. When we come back, we definitely will be looking at the situation in the National Assembly vis-a-vis the resumption of the hate assembly tomorrow. And let's see what comes out of that. Let's proceed on the break now. We'll be right back.
So, did you like what you just saw? I know you did. It's very simple. If you want to see more, just subscribe to our channel right now.